Managing a probate estate is actually a straightforward affair. And for any of you who have experience, not with probates, but with trusts, set aside anything you know about trust because that is a completely different experience with a completely different set of rules. In this video, I'll discuss how to begin management of the probate estate, what you're allowed to do to preserve the value of the probate estate, where to put cash that's in the estate, what you can't do when managing the estate, and what to expect if you're an heir or beneficiary. If you're the executor or the administrator of the estate, then one of your duties is to manage the estate property and to preserve its value. What you need to understand is at the end of probate, you're either going to distribute the assets that are there the way they are, or you'll sell them during probate to turn them into cash and you'll distribute cash at the end of probate. That's it. That's what you need to do in managing the assets in the probate estate. If you want to leave it the way it is, you can. If you want to sell it and turn it into cash, you can do that. But that's about as sophisticated as your management's going to get. If you have assets in the estate that require management, for instance, real estate or an operating business, well, you do have the authority to manage those assets, and you're permitted to use other assets in the estate to preserve their value. So real estate, for example, you know you're going to have to pay real estate taxes, property should be insured, and there may be repairs. All of that is fine. That's preserving the value of the probate estate. If the estate has cash, then that cash should be deposited in an interest-bearing account. That's pretty much the extent of your authority as the executor or the administrator of the estate. There's nothing more sophisticated that you can do to manage it. Now, I know that there are times where there's been some sort of family plan to do something with these assets, and that something was not accomplished while your loved one was alive. For example, there may have been a vacant piece of land that the thought long had been it should be developed. Well, now that it's in probate, you can put those plans aside because you don't have the authority to do that. You have to follow what's in the probate code, and what I've just described to you is 90 or 95% of what's in the probate code. So set it aside. If you're an heir or a beneficiary, you now know that administration of a probate estate should be a plain vanilla affair. And if that's what you're hearing, then you're hearing the right thing. If you're hearing an executor or administrator tell you about something much more sophisticated they're going to do, go speak with a probate litigation attorney. You're going to need them sooner rather than later. If you're the executor or the administrator, now you know just how straightforward this should be. And if you have an heir or a beneficiary who's pushing you to do something else, well, you know what the law permits you to do and what it prevents you from doing. Of course, in addition to managing what's in the estate, nearly every estate has people that need to be paid. There are bills that are owed. There may be creditors out there that are claiming they're owed additional sums. Be sure to watch the next video where I explain how to deal with creditors of the probate estate. If you found this video helpful, then please hit the subscribe bell, leave us a comment. We'll be glad to respond if you do, and give us a thumbs up.